In September 2018, Amazon's value crossed the $1 trillion threshold. But how did CEO Jeff Bezos lead Amazon to the top of the marketplace? It all comes down to mastering the art of decision-making. In a 2015 letter to shareholders, Bezos proposed two types of decisions that entrepreneurs and executives regularly face. The first type, Type 1 decisions, represents a door you walk through and can't go back. It's a high-stakes decision that could have a significant impact on your future. For example, quitting a well-paying job to focus on your side hustle full-time. Bezos emphasizes that these decisions must be made methodically, carefully, slowly, with great deliberation and consultation. One example of a Type 1 decision that Amazon made was investing in its web services business, which was a risky gamble at the time but is now worth more than $190 billion. On the other hand, Type 2 decisions represent reversible choices made by individuals or smaller groups. These decisions are more flexible and can be quickly reversed or adjusted if needed. For example, testing a new product with a group of beta customers or deciding on the layout of a section on the Amazon store. Bezos advises spending up to 10 of your workweek on Type 1 decisions, as they require careful attention and consideration. However, he also suggests making Type 2 decisions relatively quickly by batching them, delegating to a team member, or outsourcing to a contractor. When making Type 1 decisions, it's crucial to avoid letting emotions overwhelm you. Make sure you're in the right headspace, not feeling angry, hungry, lonely, or tired of the decision-making process. Bezos suggests gathering as much information as possible and even consulting other experts with contrasting views to triangulate a big decision. But here's the twist: many decisions, including Type 2 decisions, often have unexpected consequences. For instance, you might create a new product that customers love, but then find yourself overwhelmed with order fulfillment and technical support. These unexpected consequences can often be managed through delegation, outsourcing, or by reviewing business processes. And if you realize that you've made a suboptimal Type 2 decision, don't worry. You can reopen the door and go back through, correcting your course. Bezos believes that high-judgment individuals or small groups should make Type 2 decisions quickly. For example, a new entrepreneur considering an email service provider will carefully weigh the costs and usability of various software options. On the other hand, an established entrepreneur may delegate the task to a team member who can recommend several solutions before making a final decision. The biggest returns in business sometimes come from decisions that go against accepted wisdom. Bezos encourages taking calculated risks and making bets with potential high payoffs. Even if the odds seem slim, he writes, given a 10 chance of a 100 times payoff, you should take that bet every time. Amazon has taken many bets over the years, some paying off immensely, like the Kindle and its cloud services business. However, there have also been expensive flops, like the Amazon Web Store and Amazon Fire Phone. Bezos believes that these failures are an integral part of the job. He acknowledges that you're still going to be wrong 9 times out of 10. But every once in a while, when you step up to the plate, you can score 1,000 runs. This long-tailed distribution of returns is why it's essential to be bold and take calculated risks. In the business world, embracing your choices, even if they don't always lead to success, is a powerful learning experience. Entrepreneurs and executives who stay true to their decisions learn far more than those who run away from challenges. So take a page from Jeff Bezos' book and master the art of decision-making. Make your Type 1 decisions carefully and methodically, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Delegate, outsource, and adapt when it comes to Type the 2nd of December. And most importantly, don't be afraid to take calculated risks and make bold choices. Remember, big winners are often the result of many previous experiments and failures. Embrace your decisions, learn from them, and keep pushing forward. Now, it's time for you to reflect on this information. What decisions in your life or business can you approach with the mindset of a Type 1 or Type 2 decision? How can you embrace calculated risks and be bolder in your choices? Take a moment to consider commit to implementing the lessons from this video into your own life. If you found this video valuable and want to support our channel, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. A link to our tip jar can be found in the video description. Your support helps us continue to create high-quality content like this. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Together, let's make better decisions and achieve our goals. End of script. Being a teenager can come with a lot of new changes, and those changes come with problems we have to learn how to solve. Of course, it's difficult to navigate that time without the knowledge or experience of someone older. It's usually when we've aged a bit and can look back on the problems we faced as a teenager that we see what advice we needed at the time. But then again, it's those exact problems and difficulties that taught us the lessons we needed to learn. So if we could go back in time and give those lessons to ourselves before the frustrations and the pain, it seems like we'd be able to skip over a lot of that, right? Here are 13 lessons I'd tell my teenage self if I could go back and have a conversation with them. Of course, whether or not I'd really listen and take my own advice is a whole nother story. But for now, here's what I'd tell my teenage self. 1. Work out consistently. Your body is the vessel through which you experience life. Its moods and feelings affect you, so take good care of it. Exercise regularly, whether that's going to the gym or finding an active hobby like dancing, sports, rock climbing, or ice skating. Whatever gets your body moving, do it. You're not invincible forever, and aging is coming. One day you'll be 30, then 50, then 80, and you want to give your future self the best possible chance to thrive and stay healthy. Point 2. Drink water, more than you think. Hydration is key to keeping your skin youthful and your brain functioning at its best. Drink lots of water in the morning and keep drinking it throughout the day. If you're feeling a negative emotion about something, drink water and see if that doesn't fix your problem. And no, soda doesn't count. Point 3. Make healthy eating choices. Drinking water is a great start, but you've also got to manage the food you put in your body. Binging on candy and fast food every day is not only going to cause you to gain unnecessary weight, but it's bad for your health, your teeth, and your mood. Again, if you're experiencing sadness, frustration, or anger, consider what you ate that day. Did you eat a healthy, balanced diet? Did you get enough protein, carbs, and fat? The key to consistent contentment lies in your habits, and the food you eat plays a huge role in that. Point 4. Analyze your emotions. Don't just let them control you. You are not your emotions. You may experience extreme negative feelings like sadness, anger, or frustration. But just because you have strong emotions doesn't mean you have to be tossed around by the waves of those feelings. Learn to analyze what you feel. Consider why you're feeling them. Did you drink enough water today? Did you eat the right amount of food today? Did you exercise, or is something truly wrong that needs to be addressed? Take the time to learn how to process and deal with emotions. Don't just let them control you. Point 5. Be authentically you. Learn to listen to your inner compass and don't try to convince yourself you're someone you're not just because you your life would be easier that way. It won't be. There will always be people who disagree with you. That's okay. You have to follow your honest judgments, and that may mean letting certain people and things go. Make authentic choices, even if others may not understand or think you're making a mistake. Their opinion doesn't matter. Point 6. Take more risks. Don't take the kind of risks that will get you hurt, but the kind of risks that could end up improving your life if they pan out. Put yourself out there. Do the weird thing. It's better to have a difficult conversation now and be honest than to hold it inside and hope it goes away. It's also better to make a fool of yourself trying to improve your life than it is to stay stagnant waiting for someone else to come along and improve it for you. Heads up, they never will. Point 7. Ask yourself if you're doing something because it makes you happy or because it strokes your ego. There's a difference between doing something because it will improve your life and bring you happiness, and doing something because you want to be better than others or want to make yourself feel self-important. Evaluate your decisions and make sure you're doing them for the right reasons. Heading down the path of doing something to make you feel better than others is a surefire way to find yourself doing something you hate and growing resentful. Choose the path that genuinely lights you up, and you won't have to artificially bolster your pride. Point 8. Make a good first impression. The first time you meet someone is an important moment. Everyone deserves to get the best version of you. So make a good first impression. Be overly kind and welcoming to people you meet for the first time. They'll remember you, and you won't have to spend time convincing them later that you're a good person. Plus, making friends quickly is a skill that will help make life less lonely and stressful in the long run. Point 9. Live every day at your best. The present is all you have to work with, so make it good. Don't get too caught up thinking so much about the past or the future. The past is gone. Learn from it and move on. The future is being built at this very moment, so make it count. Spending too much time outside of the present moment causes unnecessary stress and anxiety about your past actions and future plans. Give your all to the present and watch as your life becomes so much richer. Point 10. Build a community. Traveling the world is nice, but it's more important to create paradise where you find your tribe and make friends that make your current location the best it can be. Good friends are extremely valuable. They not only make life less lonely, but but you can help each other get through difficult times and improve both of your lives. The friends who cut you down and make you feel less about yourself, get rid of those ones. Focus on the ones who make you a better person. Point 11. The rules don't matter. They really don't. Sure, you should generally follow them. Don't run a red light, but you should also learn to look at rules with a critical eye. Decide for yourself if there's a reasonable explanation for following the rule or if the rules are actually holding you back. Following the rules should be an active decision. Don't just blindly follow what everyone tells you to do. That's a quick road to hindering yourself from your true potential. Point 12. Learn about money. Become financially literate as early as possible. Start learning about what it's going to take to retire right now. Before you've wasted money on things you definitely didn't have to waste money on. Whenever possible, buy the cheapest and highest quality item you can afford. Only spend a lot of money on items that will last you a long time, and don't just buy a bunch of cheap, low-quality items that will wear out and need to be replaced over and over again. Budget your expenses and hold yourself to that budget. Get a credit card and start improving your credit score. You need money to survive, so make sure you know how to manage it. You can't rely on other people to help you with your own finances forever. Point 13. You are capable. You've got this. I know there are a million more successful or happy or rich or whatever people out there, but that doesn't mean there's nothing left for you. You have the power to create the life you want. It's not like the life you want is going to get used up by other people. In fact, there are also millions of people out there less competent than you doing what you wish you could do. So, don't prejudge your own abilities. Go out there and do the thing. I promise you can handle almost anything that comes your way. Now, I am sure that in another 10 years, I'll have another 13 lessons to teach myself. But of course, the only way to learn those lessons is to keep going forward and learn them as I go. One lesson at a time. If you'd like the full illustration from this video, click here, and I'll send it right over. If you are already subscribed to my free Art of Improvement email newsletter, then there's a copy of it already waiting in your inbox. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome week. Remember, you are capable of amazing things.